Now your StormTracker Team forecast with Chief Meteorologist Sam Parish.
Welcome back, everyone. A beautiful afternoon across the capital region with a little bit of smoke and haze and some air pollution this afternoon, but not too bad. 89 degrees currently at the airport, west wind at 6, the dew point's 56, and the humidity is still kind of low at 33%. Let's take a look at the visible satellite. You can see hardly a cloud in the sky anywhere in the southeastern United States, extending all the way back into the plains. Finally, we start to see some cirrus clouds moving in from the north and west. But that's about it. It's been pretty calm for quite some time, kind of going into a dry pattern a little bit. Right now we're looking at temperatures ranging from the mid-80s up to the north, like in Woodville where it's 83, all the way up to 91 for our friends down in Gonzales. So it's a beautiful afternoon, a little bit on the warm side. Here's a look at the dew points. Now dew points are going to be in the 60s by tomorrow. 70s are not that far away, but notice what happens as we go through time. Some really dry air comes in from the north and east behind a surge of cold front, and we're going to look at dew points dropping into the 30s. So it's going to be bone dry out there, but that's going to allow the temperature to drop to very cool levels in the morning. Take a look at the upper air pattern. Here's that surge of dry air coming in from the north and west. That will be moving through on Tuesday into Wednesday. And then as we go through into Thursday, notice what happens. High pressure in the northern parts of the Caribbean means low pressure starts to develop in the south part of the Caribbean. And unfortunately, that means tropical systems like that type of setup. So we're going to be watching the area in the northwestern Caribbean, and also we're going to be watching a wave moving through the central Atlantic. So hurricane season is not over yet. So we're going to have to watch these two areas very, very closely as we go through the work week. But in the meantime, just perfect weather. Temperatures in the 80s. And then as we start to see the drier air move in behind this cold front, we're going to see lows dropping down into the 40s in the morning. But in the afternoon, it should warm up into the 70s and lower 80s. High pressure kind of scooting off towards the north and east. And looking ahead as we go into Thursday, mostly fair skies across the area. That will continue into your Friday with all the cloudiness and precipitation down to the south in the Gulf of Mexico. So we're going to be dry pretty much all weekend long. Now temperatures tonight are going to be comfortable, generally upper 50s to the north, 60s, and even some 70s down to the south. And then as we go into the afternoon hours, temperatures in the upper 80s. And then as we go into Wednesday morning, notice what happens. Temperatures start dropping pretty rapidly in the 40s up to the north, 50s here in the city. And then as we go into Wednesday afternoon, temperatures in the mid 70s, even some 60s up to the north for afternoon highs. So definitely a taste of fall. And then as we go into the next 7 days, take a look at this. As we go into Thursday, we're going to be looking at temperatures in the 40s, even here in the city, 47 degrees, 78 in the afternoon, and then 81 on Friday after a start of 49. And then we start to get a little bit warmer as we go into the weekend with temperatures in the mid 80s and lows in the 50s and 60s. That's a look at your forecast. Now let's check in and see what's going on later on tonight on News Nation.